Hello, hello. Are we live? How are you all doing? It's been a while. Yeah, I need to add my mic to that. Not everything is entirely set up yet, but I'm here in a new room, an undisclosed location in the United Kingdom, and I want to get my lighting working because I thought I could just let the natural light come in the window, but also it's pretty clean. That's pretty nice. You can even draw the blinds and just, you know, remove all trace of natural light from my existence. Maybe that would look better. I don't know. I know the background's pretty bland, but you know, work in progress. We'll get to that. That's quite nice. Yeah. But yeah, how are we all doing? Is everything centered? Everything is off-center, I should say. Like, everything is intentionally off-center. Well, some things are centered. But one thing at a time. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot I could get into. But I just want to make sure everything's working. Oh no. You can see my other pair of trousers. I wanted to make it look all pristine and tidy. Oh no, that's terrible. Now everyone knows I haven't made my bed. Oh please. Please come on. There we go. Yeah, doesn't matter. But aside from the chair being a bit wonky, I need to get that fixed. I haven't got around to it. Yeah, doing pretty well. Oh, I don't like how that wobbles. That's not good. Yeah, what? Exactly. What the hell am I even talking about? Let's get down to business, guys. Today's stream is nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're doing nothing. So, yeah. How are we doing in chat? How are we doing? We got Mac, a Mr. Matt live stream in this period of time. It's more likely than you think. Feddy, hello. DJ, welcome. Agatha, good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like the new intro. Also, yes, Mod Squad. We've got Livy, Ethan. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Alright, I'm not going to waste you guys' time any more than usual. Check this out. yeah, new setup. I wanted to go back to basics. I've been doing this for quite a while, and to be perfectly honest, like, it was getting too detailed, too overcomplicated. There is a neat little space up here, which I've just filled with a background image for now, that I could use for other stuff. Say if it's a charity stream and I got to put like info there, or maybe the question of the day or something. But for now, we're going back to basics, guys. I've been doing this for many years, and it's about time that we just sort of, you know, stripped it back down and really focused on quality. And yeah, that's what we're doing. God damn, I'm already feeling wheezy. Goddamn asthma. But I tell you what. Oh no, I said damn. Oh my. Not in front of the children. Gosh. This obviously doesn't have an age rating, but if for some reason you're new around here, and this is your starting point, this is supposed to be like a really good starting point. This is supposed to be a point where people can get on board. But as always, I'm making a mess of it. Yeah. Why is chat not refreshing? I can literally see updating on there, and my phone is just crap. But yeah. Sitting, breathing, drinking hot chocolate. I'm breathing. I'm struggling to breathe. It's because I'm doing too much, guys. I'm doing too much of something. I need to do nothing. And I don't even have nothing installed. Nothing is 68.58 megabytes. I'm just going to go install nothing real quick. Alright? Shouldn't take more than a moment. Smiling Critters Crew, welcome to the stream. New setup when he's blasting us. Look at that red bar on OBS. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the mic was too loud, because I swear it has gotten more sensitive. Like, it's blasting red on there, but it's at 30 decibels, which shouldn't be too loud. Is my voice too loud? What I'll do, I'll put on some music again. The loading screen by Diala. Shout out to the YouTube audio library for this one. Is my voice too loud? Like, if my voice is completely overpowering the music, let me know. Because music shouldn't be... You should be able to hear me clearly, but, like, is the audio balance good? Like, tell me, because I first time doing this, I always need a bit of input from you guys, because I don't know exactly how it sounds and looks on your end. But yeah, Corey! Good to see you, mate. Guys, everyone get some water if you haven't already. Like, I'm drinking to that. This is actually water, by the way. I don't know if you can see. Like, it's just water. Tap water. Anyway. I don't know if this counts as drug use on camera, so I'm just going to dodge that. Gosh darn, inhaler acquired, Livy. I think we're all good. Yeah. Creeper, that's alright, man. Thank you for checking in. Feel free to come back later. Yeah, the shame. The shame. Corey, that's tragic. You're in meteorology. Interesting. You know, that's a career that got recommended to me when I was younger. Of all the things, meteorologist, weather reporter. But yeah. But if the audio is fine, like, guys, tell me if something's too loud or too quiet. Alright? Let's get into this. I actually do want to test something as well. OBS now has a thing called application audio capture, which basically, I'm just going to let this finish. It only captures audio from one thing. So let's say if I select, can I select Steam with this? Can I do that? Let me just... if I select Steam Web Helper, I don't know if that's the right thing. You know, let's do something even simpler, and let's make use of this, because I have got a history of showing way too many random bits and bobs on camera and just leaving my display capture on. I'm gonna stop doing that. That's not something we want. What can I watch? Copyright free music. I just need sound that I can easily latch onto. Okay, I've just clicked on the first thing I've seen with copyright free music. And this is apparently lo-fi of some kind. Yeah, shout out to the Relaxed Movement for this. Copyright free apparently, so. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute the desktop audio. And now, you guys should be able to hear this, but you shouldn't be able, if I just, hold on, I'm still getting used to this. I made this today, like a few hours ago. You shouldn't be able to hear this. Like, you shouldn't be able to hear the annoying gling, gling, gling pinging every time I adjust my volume. That is always interrupting the music. You shouldn't be able to hear that now. So that's a thing we can do now, which is pretty cool. Got the wrong thing here. Yeah, if anyone wondering, there's nothing behind there. That's the secret behind the scenes. Anyway, I'm going to cut that music now, and we are actually going to play Nothing. Nothing is a game about doing nothing. All I know is, you know, what is on the Steam page. The hardest game you're ever going to play, or is it? Just do nothing as the timer goes up. If you do something, you lose. If you don't like doing nothing, go do something instead. So I guess the challenge here is to get the highest score possible, and I'm just going to see if I can get the game capture running. Let's have a look. Oops. Okay, it's going very fast. Wow, that looks wonky. That is supposed to have a little bit of an indent like that. That looks good, right? Yeah? Still figuring out the kinks. That is like a few pixels too high. I think that's good. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect, guys. This whole setup is lopsided. So every time I'm like tapping stuff on the keyboard, clicking my mouse, I've been doing nothing. Is the music too loud? Sorry, I'll tweak that. I forgot to. No NCS. I'm not gonna lie, I think NCS is overrated. You go to no copyright sounds thinking, I'm gonna find some great copyright-free music, and it's all the same mediocre, like, 2010s, like, pop electronic music that you would get on Capital FM. It's like every song is just the same boring slop of generic build up and drop sound effects. It's so boring. Like I don't know. NCS would be good if they had any variety, but it's like they basically have one song, and it's, you know, at this point so culturally imbued with, you know, 12-year-old Minecraft YouTube channel intros. I can't use it, man. I don't know. Is that a hot take? Let's debate, guys. You know I'm all about the debate. I love a good debate. I was literally debating a topic a few days ago that someone mentioned in chat. I can't remember. It was something to do with meteorology, I think. I can't remember. Something reminded me. Maybe, Ethan. Low standards. I mean, to be fair, at least you didn't say Kevin MacLeod. I still don't know how it's pronounced. Like, at least you didn't reference old Kev, because he does a variety of music, but also so overused. Oh my gosh. That makes NCS look like rarefied sometimes, some of his songs. First out of the stream. Thank you. Hopefully the ad rev is working. I thought this would just be a talk stream. Why is it a game? Anything can be a game now. We can gamify anything. It can be both. It can always be both. Press Enter key to start doing nothing. So if I just press Enter. Now, when we say I've been doing nothing, I haven't been doing absolutely nothing. That would be very boring. But the way I see it, as long as I keep my hands off my mouse and my keys, I can set a high score for myself to do nothing. To just sit here and look at my screen. But also, because that would be really boring, chat with you guys. Hence, Big Mouth Chicken's comment being really, really timely, because this is just a talk stream. The game is how long we can just talk without me feeling the need to tab out or open something up or show something or play something or have something in place. Hell, we don't even have background music playing. Do we want background music? I could set that up, but then we'd have to start over and we'd lose our score. We're almost at a minute, guys. What do we think? What do we think? Do we want background music, or would you actually prefer just my voice? You could put on your own background music. You could open another tab right now on YouTube in your browser or device, or I don't know how you're watching this. This might not be possible for all of you, but like if you're on a desktop or if you're on mobile or if you've got a second device, you could put on your own background music. So then you could have this recording of me with anything as a backing track. You could have FNAF 4 ambience, or you know, monkeys spinning monkeys, which is, I'm so tired of hearing. Even I've used, like, those tracks, like, in my old YouTube videos, which is something I need to get back to, reacting to my old YouTube videos. That's a series I've been meaning to pick up, but shelve that for now. It's been shelved for months already. We can wait. You know, you could put, like, the Halo Warthog Run music in the background of this, or you could have, you know, ambient music, Minecraft soundtrack, you know? You could have anything. I already explained at the start why my background's different, Mac. I'm in a different room. What has Matt been up to since the internet stream? Well, I don't want to share too much about my personal life online in a completely public space. But I know you guys personally, so maybe I'll talk about it on the Discord or message you. Because it would be kind of weird to tangent off about IRL stuff here. But I mean, I could do so in a way that's kept anonymous, because this is just a talk stream. This whole stream is just me coming back to live streaming for the first time in 2-3 months. I really want to, like, tab out to check, but if I do, no, I can do it on my phone. How long? Okay, so my last live stream, it says 1 month ago on the YouTube thing. It was live streamed on August 31st. Today, as far as I know, it is the 16th of October. So it's actually been 1 to 6 weeks. It's been about 6 weeks, I think, since my last live stream, which is the longest period I've ever gone without doing a single stream on this channel. And you think, like, 6 weeks is a long time, but it's not like a super long time. But I think that goes to show the kind of time sink that, you know, this, like, live stream, that social media more broadly, that other forms of kind of internet activity can absolutely be. The fact that 6 weeks is like a long time, and like I've missed a bunch of things, and it's like when you're running a YouTube channel doing live streams or other things similar and adjacent, it's like you have to constantly maintain momentum, and it's like you cannot take breaks from it, even if it's, you know, just for fun, as I've been doing, even if it's like not like a strictly, you know, like a career thing or a job. It's just like you have to keep maintaining that, because if you go a few days, it's like, oh man, it's been so dead. And again, I'm tempted to tab out again to check and show you guys a community tab post from a while ago where I did a poll about this, but I might have deleted that in the purge, so I don't really know. But I don't know if I want to talk too much about the past. I think I want to focus on the present and the future. It's a hell of a long story. Everybody's got a past. And as a historian, you know, I'm fascinated. But we don't have to get into the nitty-gritty right now. But yeah, it's there's so much I could talk about. There's so much. Anyway, yeah, see you around, Mac. Big Mouth, music is hard. I was talking to a musician the other day, and music is hard. Like, there are a lot of good chords out there, literally like hundreds, dozens, but getting them in the right order, in a progression that sounds natural but also unique and not generic, like, it's really hard to find that balance. Composition was my favorite part of music when I studied it, which I only did up to GCSE, which is basically like the, you know, last mandatory level of school for those of you who aren't in the UK. And I had a lot of fun with it, and composition was like my strongest thing, but I haven't done music in a long time, so I'm not gonna, I don't know, I could talk in more detail, but I'm not absolutely on the ball with that. Yeah, something you should know about me, which is not unique to me, and that won't, you know, dox me or anything, is that I'm a historian. I'm a history student, but like I'm doing a master's now, so I'm a historian. All right, that's my day job. That's my career. And obviously, I mean, I'm not going to be a historian necessarily. I'm more looking towards journalism and that kind of angle. But again, details are still being figured out. Can't say too much at the minute. Livy's gonna go bust some ghosts in Ouija's mansion too. Livy, you gonna bust? God damn. Crazy. Character development. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I'm only just catching up with chat, but that's what this is. It's a chat stream. Nobody's complaining about the lack of something. So I'm just going to sit here and keep talking if this entertains you guys. Because that's what this is all about. Like, I'm just doing this, because I want to. And I wouldn't do it if I did it for a while and nobody was watching. But the fact is that some of you happen to find it fun, engaging, maybe educational in some way. So I'm going to just keep yapping. I'm a yapper. It's what I do. Like, as a university student, it's what we all do. We're all a bunch of fucking yappers. Especially humanities students. Which, as a historian, I'm like a prime example of. We are yappers. It is all about the yap. Time to play September Song by Earth, Wind and Fire. Again, tempting to look it up, but, I thought I'd struggle more with this. I thought I'd keep hitting, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'd be, starting over and over. But, I found it quite easy to just sit back. Because, again, I'm out of practice. And when I said today would be both, I do mean both. If you've gotten this far in, well, not to spoil anything, but, let me just put it this way. Completely unrelated to the stream. Not at all related to the stream, but I need to get some practice of playing a game like I used to after 6 weeks of not doing that at all, not even recording videos or anything this time. This was a proper break compared to anything I've done the last 5 years. I need to do that at some point. I need some kind of warm-up. I just need a game I can just hop into and just play. Just randomly. So, yeah. Yeah. Better attempt making a Luigi. But yeah. To my knowledge, the longest I've gone without uploading a video is a month, and that was only back in May/June this year. Last time I uploaded something was 2 months ago. Yeah. Yeah. See, a lot of people have very inactive YouTube channels, obviously. But I'm one of those people who... I'm kind of open to the idea of being a YouTuber, whatever that means, which we can debate. But it's... I guess, I'm... I've just registered that it's been 8 minutes, 40 seconds, and then I'm on camera and that people are seeing this. And it's when I stream, I don't think about this. I don't think of your perspective. I don't think of how this looks and sounds. I just think of what's in front of me. It's weird. There's a bit of a disconnect between your experience and my experience of this. There always has been, and it's kind of weird. I'm also unconscious of, the real world around me. What if one of my housemates comes back? They're going to wonder what the hell I'm yapping about. But, such is life. I can explain that. There's so many different things going on in my life right now. It's been a bit crazy. I don't want to talk about it too much in a public forum where anyone could see this. But I basically started a new year at university. And it's very exciting. It's very fun. It's been a good time. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Friggin', I was expecting decent numbers for the stream, but, everyone is in chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cupcake, how you doing? And Itui, the man, the myth, the legend. I've been trying some stuff lately regarding YouTube, but I've lacked motivation to keep going with it. So relatable. Because, to make YouTube, to be a YouTuber and make it your job or a career or whatever is, so difficult. 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes, guys. We've got the ad revenue mark. Well, actually, it's 8 minutes now, isn't it? But, you see professional YouTubers talking about this as well, of how difficult it is to maintain it. Because it's an arts job. It's a creative thing, which is very, volatile, unsustainable. It's never consistent. There are swings and roundabouts. Same with your bursts of motivation and times of pure inactivity, Ethan. A lot of people experience this. I think this is such a common thing that I've noticed online. I have it as well. But that's the thing. With most things, I sort of come and go. But there are some people struggle with this more than others. And some people... I feel like everyone has, that one thing they can just consistently maintain all the time. Just because they find it so easy and so enjoyable. For some people have loads. Some people are really, fixated on stuff. But, for me, I've never struggled with live streaming. I've done it so long and I've refined it so much. Not that I've hit the peak and I've made it the absolute best it can possibly be. I'm still an amateur at the end of the day. I mean, look at this setup. This is kind of bland. This is a lot of empty space, although trust me, I've designed this specifically to maximize the space even further than my previous setups. So think of when we're playing graphically intensive games and how the game's going to get as much room on the screen as possible. But chat is now a bit more readable, I hope, with the way it's been widened, and my camera is like just small enough so you can see me, but it doesn't, take up too much space like it used to. But my point before is that I can just, live streams are just easy. They're so easy for me to do. I'm just in such a habit with them. I can very easily hop in and out, and I've always been able to maintain it consistently. And I think having a wide variety of games to play as a gaming channel and keeping it that broad has really helped. Because if I limited myself to like one game or select games, this channel would have burned and died years ago. If it was a FNAF only channel, it would be over. If it was a Minecraft only channel, you'd be lucky to get uploads as frequently as once a month, unless I was just in a swing. Like, that would be I haven't played Minecraft in months, but I really want to. I feel a 2-week Minecraft phase, it's like ready to go whenever my schedule is ready. And there's no other games that are big enough to do a whole channel on, unless I wanted to attract a very niche audience, which I could, but I doubt would ever really work. A dinosaur fight a polar bear? Livy, what are you talking about? Ethan, that's crazy. You need to monetize, man. You could be making bank. Like, it wouldn't be life-changing money, but I've seen the views you get. You could have made a few hundred by now on your videos. If you monetize now, you could still get quite a bit, because they're still getting views over time. Like, there's so much there. But yeah, that's... How come you were monetized? Because I thought you weren't able to. I didn't know you were actually monetized for a bit. Like, did YouTube change the rules on that? Is that why you got demonetized again? Or Cupcake. Nobody skips school for this. Do your schoolwork. Or don't, because at the end of the day, school is a waste of time, by and large. I'm not there. Like, if you guys want to, like, slack off and do this instead of homework, that's your choice. That's your choice. I feel responsible from experience to say, just do the bare minimum, just meet the standard, and then whatever. You can do both at the same time if you're balling, but yeah, I mean, school pumps out a lot of meaningless shit that you never actually use as a grown-up. Like, genuinely, the only stuff I've actually used from school, aside from stuff specific to my degree, is like basic, like grade 4 math. Time management skills, all the transferable skills, like time management, resilience, analysis, kind of media literacy. Media literacy is a really important one that people don't talk about enough. So, doing like higher level English and history has really helped me. And you need decent math skills, and like learning a language is just brilliant anyway, but the actual contents of what you learn, you don't use the vast majority of it. It's the discipline and the habits that you build through the practice of study that are really going to be valuable long term. And if you are able to commit to something despite not having interest or enthusiasm for it, you are going to get far in life. I will say, you will get far. If you can, put aside your immediate wants and needs and kind of, if you stop relying entirely on motivation and incentive for everything you do, you are going to go far. And putting in that work will allow you the privilege to spend your time doing what you want. Speaking from experience here, again, might not be the same for you, life's complicated, but genuinely, I think there's something in there. Just don't be put off by all the Sigma male bullshit about, extreme discipline. Be like Marcus Aurelius or whatever. Or Mark Antony. I forget which one. I think it's Antony. What? Marcus Aurelius? I don't know my classics, I'll be honest. I'm a modern historian. Like, I should know the difference. Like, I know roughly who is who, but like, yeah, forget it. I'm getting Shakespeare mixed up with the ancient Greeks. Which is ironic because obviously Shakespeare was writing about... it was Romans, actually, not Greeks. Anyway. I've been working on a Gardener Banban project. Really? Really? I thought we were past this. Why are people still talking about that shit? Like, why... Like, how is that on anybody's mind still? It's been so long since that was relevant. Tekken 2. I sadly have not played it. I have a list of games that I need to play that I am just sort of building up. Yeah, absolutely, DJ. Absolutely, yeah. You do a good variety of content. But yeah, that's the thing, Big Mouth. You don't want to cast your net too narrowly. Did you lose your verified card, Ethan? I don't mean to pry. I'm just curious, because I never knew that you were monetized. I completely forgot about that. Of course, but monetizing is a process, because you have to wait on YouTube, and it's like, there are steps. So, yeah, I mean... I would bother, because no matter how little it is money, and yes, it sucks that you have to wait until it reaches a threshold before they even pay it to you, and they deduct tax, and it's like, I don't know, it takes time, but I've made a bit of pocket money from YouTube. I still do. It's still very slowly building up. Every now and then there's a jump when somebody sends me a super chat or a super sticker. It's a Mr. Matt stream, I can't miss this. That's tragic. The absolute state of our world where someone would willingly skip school to watch a random British man do nothing for over 17 minutes and 49 seconds. The absolute state of our world. If you guys haven't seen it, I really would recommend watching the internet live stream, the last one I did. I haven't updated my channel page yet. I really should. I would do that now, but... I haven't even updated my banner or my profile picture, which is something that I've been planning to do. But I've just been very busy, so it's going to be a sort of gradual process. Like, I'm going to do that later today if I've got time. If not, there's always tomorrow or Saturday. Since I don't have a work shift Saturday, I got a bit more time this week. Do I have a work shift Saturday? I'll check that later. But yeah. But yeah, going back to the topic of school and teachers, because obviously most of you in the audience are around 18, and as young people, school is like such a obvious thing we can all relate to and just inherently understand. It is so sad to me that our education system in Britain and many other countries, I'm sure, is in such a poor state that it's like people are put off the absolute wonders and the absolute joys of higher study and further education because they have like one bad teacher for a year or a couple of years, and it just completely puts them off a subject because they didn't get good grades for it because, you know, the quality of teaching standards has fallen over the years for many reasons, which is a bit economic and political, and I won't get into that now, but it genuinely, Big Mouth, that's such a good summary. Right, Ethan, got it. Yeah. Because, like, it's so sad because, like, as a historian, one of the big parts of my kind of area of history is public history. Yeah, I've sat up in my chair. I have straightened my chair. I am about to give you a lecture. Sit down, kids. I'm teaching. Both my parents are teachers, can you tell? The one career I'm never going to go into because they drilled that into me from a young age, and I wholly understand why now. I need to clean my teeth. I don't know. My jaw aches a bit. What was I going to say? So the thing about history is that, like a lot of academic disciplines, it suffers from the ivory tower trope, but like especially, like history is one of the worst for this because the professional academic institutions, you know, of the last 200 years, all very Eurocentric, of course. All these European universities, you know, and their scholars, they've all become very isolated for the majority of, you know, modern history. It's like the ivory tower trope is this idea that historians will go up into their tower far away from society in their own little bubble, their own little safe space, and sort of write at length with all their fancy jargon and their complicated citation systems, and just be in their own network, just completely detached from the real world where history is happening. And that's a bit of an exaggeration and a generalization. Thankfully, things have improved over the decades. But public history is a big part of what I do, and it's essentially a specialized discipline that looks more towards how to take academic historical methodology and present it to the general public, present history to the everyman, to people, to non-specialists, to literally anyone who hasn't done degrees in history. And you have all consumed public history. You'll do constantly throughout your life. You know, we're talking about museums, galleries, heritage, archaeological sites, television, radio, documentary, magazine, you know, YouTube video, and a blog post, kind of, you know, media. The internet's completely revolutionized some of it, but even before then, you know, you've got all these different media sources. You know, kids' books like Horrible Histories, and of course the TV show, prime example. And it's, to me, that's really important, because I think history is something that way more people, that everybody, should have more of a grasp on. I think some people dismiss it as a really boring subject, the same way a lot of people do with maths and science and English, because it's not taught in an interesting or unique way. But you don't need... You can strip away the jargon. You can, you know, take it, you know, make it more accessible in a way that's interesting and engaging. And there's nothing wrong with history just being fun and not as strictly educational. That is something one of my professors told me like a couple of weeks ago, which is maybe a bit of a hot take to some, but it's like, history is such a huge thing. I don't think you can really pin it down to a specific singular function or purpose or proper way of doing it, because this kind of proper professionalization of history, with capital H as it's established now, has only existed for the last couple centuries in this part of the world. Obviously, it's developed differently in the Asian continent and in America, kind of. Again, that's complicated and difficult, and I am sadly not an authority on that, because as a British guy, I see the world through, sadly, a very, you know, British-centric, Eurocentric lens. It's difficult for me to get a grasp on, you know, Chinese or African histories to the same extent that I can immediately understand French and German and British histories. But the thing about... Oh, what was it? What was I saying? Yeah, the thing about public history is that it provides opportunities for more historical narratives, rather than just the dominant thing to exist and be discussed. Because I think history is essentially an insight into how and why the world came to be as it is now. History is everything: geography, politics, economics, like everything is entwined within history. Sociology, criminology, media studies, you know, drama, music, everything. So the fact that so many people are ignorant of kind of basic facts of how and why things are set up the way they are now, it is kind of sad, because there's so many great, fun and simple ways to bring history to people, I think, and I just think it's something that matters genuinely. It's just, to me, it's the most important school subject of them all. It's the most all-encompassing. Anyway, I'm going on a ramble here because I'm really enthusiastic about this, because this is what I have spent thousands of pounds and years of my life doing and will continue to do. But going back to live chat, yeah, that's awesome, Big Mouth. You did a school education system speech in English. That's very nice. Also, yes, Livy, like, you work in retail, I work in, I think you'd call it a service job, not hospitality. My shifts this month, they are crazy. Like, I was getting loads, now I'm getting none, then it like picks up again. It's crazy. Do they not tell you in advance, Livy, of like when your shifts are? Because I get like a rota like 3 or 4 weeks in advance, like always. But yeah, and that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. I guess I have to address this, right? Like, for the people who've been following me for the people who know, the people who care, like, why the hell was I completely inactive for 6 weeks? Like, that is a long time by my standard, and I'm going to continue to be inactive. Not obviously just dead silence, but it's like, streams are never really going to be as common as they were previously, ever again. With exceptions for, like, summer holidays, probably, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be... Like, I'm thinking big picture here. I think this whole channel is going to become a seasonal thing. I still don't see an end to it. I can't imagine myself not doing this anymore, like, at all. And that's crazy to think about, because this is already a channel that has existed for 5, or well, closer to 6 years now, 5.5 years. But like, am I just still going to be here doing the same old thing in 10 years, 20, 40 years? Like, I can't even imagine. I don't know. And surely not. But also, I don't see an end in sight for this. It may be that when I've finished this degree I'm doing in a couple of years, that my circumstances change in a way that I have to actually just go on like a full radio silent break for months, maybe even a year or two. But I can't imagine myself ending this channel at this point. I feel like it's been around so long now. If this was something that I would ever cease doing completely, if this was something that just wasn't such a deep passion for me, I guess, like, it would have ended by now, but it hasn't. And I think I want to make this channel a seasonal thing, because the way I was doing it before, there was a huge push this summer. Like, June, July, August, like, I was doing more than I even would for the summer, because there was so much to do, and now that that's all, my checklist is finally empty, it's like, I can relax and take my time and do what I like, more or less. And I think, given the fact that this is kind of an arts thing anyway, and that there are certain moments in the year where there's more to do and more demand, like Halloween's coming up, I do a lot of indie horror games, put 2 and 2 together, live stream is already a thing that's scheduled. I want to definitely do lots now, and at Christmas there's probably going to be a whole wave of kind of Christmas themed stuff, charity events. But then you get to like the middle of term time for me in the autumn and then the winter / spring, like January, February, March. Like, I might stream once a week, because I'm looking at my calendar now, like, it's all set up here, and it's like I've been plotting out the days where I can actually fit in live streams, because I've got so many weekly commitments and so many kind of like events and stuff. And also it's the beginning of term, which at university is always crazy because there's so much going on. Like, it's going to calm down and get a bit more kind of regular and predictable as the weeks go on. But at the moment, it's still quite active. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz, a lot of things happening. There's room for me to do a few streams. And I mean, at the moment, I'm probably going to be doing like 2 streams a week, which is only a bit less than I was really doing before, regularly. Again, it's all been topsy-turvy. I'm not trying to be a professional YouTuber here and keep that steady rhythm. I mean, even if you look at like Jacksepticeye, who uploaded a brilliant video today. If you haven't seen Help, please go watch it, because oh my goodness, what an absolute masterpiece. I have so much respect for that man. I do not talk about him enough. It's always MatPat, Markiplier, and I'd say Mr. Beast, but not anymore. But like the big YouTuber, but it's like Dan TDM as well. What a comeback. I'm actually watching Dan TDM videos for the first time in like a decade. Like, what a comeback. Like, he was never gone, but Dan and Trey, the new channel, oh my goodness. But yeah, I've completely sourced. I've forgotten my point, and I see people in chat. Hello. Shit, what was I saying? Something about Jacksepticeye. Yeah, the point is, these are examples of people who took long breaks from YouTube, like months or even like a year or two, for like mental health reasons or like work-life reasons or whatever. And I remember Jack, this was like years ago, but Jacksepticeye, Sean, our friend Sean, he was talking about how freeing it felt to actually have time for people in the real world, because he was so committed to the YouTube grind that like he never like went to parties, he never actually hung out with people. He was always just at his computer. And it's, to a degree, I totally relate to that, because having been in this weird countryside home, pretty isolated with my family obviously, but spending a lot of time on my computer, because this is my life. Like, I'm part of the internet generation. There's a lot I do on here. Whereas this thing has been just switched off, sitting, gathering dust for the last 6 weeks for the most part. The times I have used it hasn't been for anything like this. But I've also spent a lot of time dashing around, going to places in the real world, because one of the benefits of being at university is that it is social. It is this whole world where you can very easily much more easy than in any other part of the world, part of life. You know, find people and connect with people and meet people and make friends and hang out with people who are kind of like-minded, of similar interests. And it's like I'm part of like whole communities now, which is not new. I've been part of these communities, some of them since September 2022. But there's been a real sense of renewal for me this year because I've moved in to living in like university accommodation. Like I'm living nearer to the university, and yeah, it's been really exciting. Like I've been, again, because I'm not commuting anymore, I'm able to do a lot more at the uni with the uni, and it's all happening basically. But obviously, it would be silly to think that's somehow exclusive with what I've already established. It's just I've got a different work-life balance now. And yeah, I don't know, like you couldn't do something for this long without some kind of change. I mean, like this whole last summer, the last 4 months, last year, like has been me, I've been spending it planning and basically doing an overhaul of my YouTube channel. It's still not done. Not really. Maybe it never will be, but yeah, we're back now. That's basically what the stream is about. We are back. Just to catch up with chat. I had to ID someone for a cheese grater last week. Like, what kind of society we're living in where this is a thing? Cheese graters are sharp. Someone could use it as a weapon. I get that. It's a cheese grater. It could also be like a flesh grater if you know what you're doing. Not to be morbid, guys, but like, some people are crazy. These kind of things, they happen. But I promise, whatever is happening out there, no matter how no, we've moved on. Stop quoting it. We've moved on. Does anyone remember that scene from Doctor Who Series 6? It's either Rebel Flesh or Almost People. I forget which one. I think Almost People's Part 2. With the clone Doctor. And he's like... it's a bit of a meta thing, because like he quotes like the 10th Doctor, who at the time people were like, oh, I miss him so much. This new series is nowhere near as good. And then like 11 has a line, he's like... let it go, we've moved on. Like, as a bit of a meta thing to the audience. Yeah, shame, because Series 6 was not great. It had so much potential, but... been rewatching Doctor Who. All I'm saying is that tonight, hopefully, I should be watching Time of the Doctor. So, I will update you guys, and maybe there'll be a stream about that sometime soon. We'll see. But yeah. Tell the stories I want to tell and share my love for gaming things. Absolutely, DJ. This is a great outlet for people to just share their passion and just find people through that. The internet's a magical thing at its best. Which, again, was something we went over last year, kind of. Someone had to ID me for 4 completely arbitrary items one time I went to Tesco while using Scan As You Go. You just look youthful. Me, I got this big bushy beard. Like, this thing grows so fast, I never get ID'd. And also, I'm actually a bit older than most of my peers by like 2 years, and they're all really freaked out. It's like I take a gap year, and I'm doing a master's, and now suddenly it's like, oh, you're old. Okay. Oh my gosh, Ethan, tell me about it. My local Tesco is selling advent calendars before it's even Halloween. The restaurant I work at has had a Christmas menu up since August. You can't make this shit up. It's so silly. Like, Halloween hasn't even started yet. Like, calm down. Duncan, welcome back. Good to see you. And Crenella, now that I'm catching up on the messages. Lovely to see you, Lucy. Always a pleasure. It's the woman of all women. Respectfully, I gotta agree. I mean, she womaned all over the place. Was born on January 1st, 2000, which is mythical and angelic. Not, to put too much of a religious emphasis on that, but, like, that's awesome. To be fair, thousands of people must also have their birthday, right? That must be, but, like, I don't know anyone else who was born on January 1st, 2000. That's fucking awesome. But yeah. The title was ominous. Yeah, there's a bit of ominousness, because I put it in with a capital N, like the game, but then I did lowercase. I just thought it looked off, and then I tried lowercase, and I was like, yeah, that looks right. It's like a bit ominous, a bit mysterious. A whole half hour in this nothing game, absolutely. The thing is, I'm a fucking yapper. I could very easily marathon this up to 2 hours. 2 hours is where it would start getting difficult, I think. Depending on if, like, breaks are permitted. This could be a charity stream. It's like, however long I'm able to do nothing for, like, affects how much I donate or something. I feel like this could be great for a charity stream, somehow. Like, we could start the stream with this. Or we could end it with this. I don't know. Because I get a lot of people might click off because this is boring. But I think that's the challenge for me to rise to. I need to be an interesting personality. Not to just be completely fake, but generally for personal development, I need to make myself interesting enough to be able to make this entertaining. I aspire to be like Doug. If you know who Doug is, he's an absolute legend. Masterclass streamer and video editor. I never even watch his streams, I only watch the videos. Me, I'm lazy. I don't even do any editing, I just pump out streams. But, yeah. Is that why God nerfed me with ADHD and depression? Shaking my fucking head. For real, I think, like, you are, like, the new Christ, or the Antichrist or something. So, the, you know, ethereal powers that may or may not be, they had to nerf you with all these debuffs. Permanent debuffs. Actually, you're not doing nothing, you're yapping like a true master of yapology. Yapology, I'm penning that. I said this at the beginning of the stream for the sake of entertainment purposes, and the fact that this is how the game functions. Me yapping away doesn't count as something. It only counts as something if I input something or if I do something on the computer. The challenge is to do a stream with the gameplay filling up this much of the screen. Like, I could just switch to the camera, but then it would be too easy. It would be too easy. I've drawn your eyes up to this tiny little corner of the screen. Or, better yet, I haven't. You're all tapped out, looking at something, working on something, reading something, writing something, playing something, and you're listening to this like a radio show or a podcast, which I'm perfectly happy with, because I think some of my streams, functionally, are more like podcasts than live video. Podcasting is something I need to get into. I think it's, as part of my degree, I may or may not be creating some form of podcast. You know, that's linked in with public history again, because that's part of the whole utilizing history for media purposes. We do a bunch of things, but I remember podcasting being like a big thing, because history podcasts are like such a big thing these days. Yeah. Also, yeah, Ethan, like the three of us are all having birthdays in August. It's like destiny, but also, statistically speaking, sharing birthdays is very common, just because there's only 365 days in a year. And over 8 billion human beings on Earth now. 8 billion divided by 365. Do the math. It's like a 6 or 7 digit number of people who must share your birthday. On average. It's probably not an even distribution. Lots of November birthdays. I was winking with the wrong eye. Anyway. Poundland has a Christmas Isle since August, because of course it is. Dan TDM is and was always, or is and always was based. Yes, absolutely. Creepypasta, nice. Yeah, again, I don't watch Pastra anymore, because I subscribe to Pastra for video essays, but Pastra doesn't do video essays anymore. They just do, like, Dreams of an Insomniac, which is great, but not really what I'm interested in. Like, it's sort of like meta fiction through video form storytelling. Like, I don't know how to... Basically, it's like fiction, to the fact, which is fine. But I don't really watch much Pastra, not like I used to. Lucy, I was nerfed with Dory syndrome. I forget things I was told 5 fucking seconds ago. Gotta channel your inner Wheatley. Hey now, stop it. Stop flirting with me in front of my audience, Lucy. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, Buster. Alright? Now you better stop busting out these lines, or I'm gonna bust out the fan art that you showed me in DMs. And you're probably not gonna mind or care about that at all. But I like the way I'm saying this, and the way it sounds like there are implications that would make people think, oh, scandalous. Anyway. Yeah. Just try to bore me. Alright, I'll try to bore you. This is the real challenge, not saying anything. Like, just going full NPC mode. Have you heard of the High Elves? We could do that. We could do an... What if I just went, like, full Germa, and I was just completely insane? Like, I do a stream like this, where I just sit here, like an NPC, and I only respond to, like, specific prompts in chat. So you have to, like, say, like, dialogue options, or, like, specific questions, like a game, but it's, like, nobody knows what any of them are. Like, I have a list, but I won't tell them. So if anyone gets them, or, like, is close enough, like, I'll respond. And then it could be, like, a game to, like, figure out how to get me to say stuff or do stuff. I feel like that would be an amazing stream. Like, I just had that idea. I want to write it down, but I can't because I would break the streak. I'm nothing maxing, guys. I'm nothing maxing. I can't break the streak. I can't break the streak. Can someone write that down for me? I could do it on my phone, but I don't want to. My phone screen is kind of icky, and the UI on my phone is... Discord mobile is just awful. I use Discord for taking notes. It's a whole thing. I'll explain it later. I'm just making excuses. I know I very well could, Lucy, but I thought it'd be fun to involve you guys. I will probably write it down myself if I remember. But yeah. Ethan, that's so funny because my mum is just the same. Like, usually she'll get it right first time, but occasionally she'll be like, Sam, Joe, Matt. It's like, yeah. But she just rotate through all the ones. Also, your dog's name is made up of the first letters of the names of all 4 of the kids, and it was a complete coincidence. That is amazing. That is so sweet. I love that. What an incredible coincidence. Unlikely events happen all the time. Coincidences are very common. Fair enough, Duncan. Like, it's cool that Clyde is an actual character with a story and not just a channel mascot. I think that's awesome. You know, this game would be impossible for 8-Bit Ryan to play. Do you know how much the man edits? How the hell would 8-Bit Ryan play this game? Like, I want to see that. Because I can see this being like a 2-minute segment in like a 3 Random Games video with him highly editing his face cam and doing lights and sound effects and stuff. I cannot imagine 8-Bit Ryan surviving this. Like, he could not do more than like 5 minutes. He could not. I will pay money to see 8-Bit Ryan play this. Can someone, like, tweet at 8-Bit Ryan to play this game, if he hasn't already? I assume he hasn't. He's usually pretty good at playing, like, every indie game under the sun. But this, I don't even know what this is or where it's from. I just found it a while ago. Super Soul, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my man. Thank you, DJ. Yes. Oh, okay, we're competing. The best out of the siblings. Yeah. Try not to edit challenge. I remember that, Ethan. I remember seeing that. The try not to edit challenge. He's just disassociation simulator. Just... Yeah. Yeah. If you want, we could actually sit in silence for a bit. How about 1 minute of silence? 1 minute of 1 minute of silence for all the people who unsubscribed and missed out on this just incredible stream. All the people who unsubscribed during my long hiatus. I'm going to start when it hits 45 minutes. I'm going to do 1 minute where I just don't say anything. I'm going to see if I can do it. Alright, we're ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if that counts. The small me in the background. Yap, yap, yap. Stop mewling. I love that Lucy's like, stop mewling. What is up, my skibbity sigma rizzlers? God, I hope nobody is hearing this. This is going to be so strange out of context. The mewing streak lives, chads. The, never call us that again. I was just reading out something that Ethan said. I was just reading out his message, respectfully. Alright, that's all I was doing. Fucking little fat squeaker. Mate, please. Okay, that's enough internet for today. Yeah, that's probably enough of the brain rots. Honestly, I met a guy, like a couple of weeks ago at the pub. Like, most of the people I know are like pretty normal. And there was this one guy who was totally brain rotted and was not hiding it. Like with the words, they even had like a soundboard on their phone. They would like play Vine booms in the middle of like people's conversations, which was funny at the time. It started to get annoying, but it was funny, and it took me by surprise. I was like, that shouldn't be here. That's not right. How long can I be silent without laughing? And we tried to make you laugh. That's a great idea. We can do that if you'd like. We can do that if you'd like. It's just funny because everyone loves it when I mew or mog somebody. Everyone's like, that's so funny, you look so iconic, except for my girlfriend. And it's like, there are people who unironically like think that looks attractive. I mean, it can do, I guess. It's just kind of funny. Girlfriend. I don't like that word. Girlfriend. Sounds so childish. Partner. Partner's much better. Who says boyfriend or girlfriend and is like over the age of 18? Like, let's be so for real here. Bro found a shiny brain rotter. They go outside. Yes, a rare, shiny, legendary. I think they might be in Pokemon... the Pokemon Club, the Pokemon Society. I can't remember. No, I didn't put the emoji. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. I'm totally going to take one of your videos and find one of those bots that contort someone's face into a mirror. Oh yeah, I've seen those. They're horrible. Absolutely horrible. Why has your voice gotten significantly deeper than the last time you streamed? I don't know. Maybe not being terminally online and playing games all the time has finally emasculated me. Maybe spending time in the real world has finally allowed me to grow up. I don't know. Genuinely, like, could just be how my voice is today. It's like, the more I game, the more of a squeaker I become. Like, in like a few days, you're gonna hear me going like, okay guys, let's hit that Fortnite victory royale. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Is my microphone fine, mate? Because my microphone's to the left. My microphone is not centered because the way I've got this set up, I could show you. I could just show you guys. But I would have to stop doing nothing, so I can't. But essentially, yeah, I don't want to try and pick up my camera and then knock something. Like, there isn't room, so my microphone's actually to the left. But I hope it doesn't sound like I'm on a side, because it's still a direct line, it's still a stereo sound that it produces. Like, it shouldn't affect it. I'm kind of talking into it. Again, there's a little bit of a lopsided setup compared to what I had before, because the desk is slightly smaller, but I'm making it work. In my professional opinion, that looks like an issue of skill. Actually, spending time in the real world has finally caused you to evolve to your final form. Yeah, maybe this is it. Can you imagine when I'm, like, old, if I have, like, a huge beard, I go, like, full, like, grandfather arc? Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. Lucy's getting ratioed? What did I miss? Yes, I hope the chair creak is amusing rather than annoying, because this chair, like all the chairs I have, it's so creaky. I don't know why I was doing that motion in my chair, but like, I mean, a good chair creaks, right? But it's very noticeable. Like, if I make any slight movement, it's like, oh my gosh. One of the little wheels, I think they're called casters, it's like missing. I need to get that fixed, and I still haven't gotten around to it because I forgot about it. So I'm definitely going to do that, because I haven't spent a lot of time sitting here, even though this is like my setup. Like, I've not been actually using this very much. I kind of am, as you already seen that. Just out of context. Was it in out of context, or is this just coincidence striking again? Coincidence has locked onto you, Ethan. It's latched on. You have summoned the chance. This is literally like that Doctor Who episode. Was it Wild Blue Yonder, where it's like coincidences are like made reality or something? I can't remember. It was one of the recent ones. It's kind of the whole series, I think, but or what's it called? 73 yards. 73 yards. Yeah. Honestly, Supercell, I've never heard your chair that I can remember. I think you just have a good microphone that like has like deafening. But that is the raw sound. This microphone is good, but it is not filtered in any way. There is no Discord. Yeah. Yes. No. Lucy's right. Like we are never going back to the hobo. My stream's buffering. If the stream's buffering and like it's disconnected, I can't do anything without losing the nothing streak. I really hope that's just my phone playing up and the stream is fine. But it's buffering. Okay, we're good. Stream is buffering through my phone. My phone is so temperamental. But like, do I fix the stream or do I maintain the nothing streak? We could reach an hour, guys. We're almost at an hour. I believe we can do it. 60 minutes. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. We'll do something when we hit an hour. I think I'm going to end this at an hour because an hour is long enough. I don't need to go over an hour. But yeah, no, the Hobo Beard era was an awful lockdown pandemic disaster that we do not speak of. It is from the ancient times. It was a horrid period in history. It was me, exploring the limits of knowledge. It was a voyage to the edge of my reality. And I learned that, if you're going to grow out a beard, you need to actually maintain it. And the thing is, like, as nice as it is to have, like, a beard oil, and with hair as well, grow it out, and, like, make it all fancy, it's so much cheaper to just get it cut, or shaved, or whatever. It's just cheaper. Just do that. I like my hair relatively long for a man, but also not that long. Like, I'm going to get a haircut soon, I'm going to shave soon. If I ever grow out my beard, I will actually, like, take care of it like you're supposed to, and not just let it become this weird square, thing on my face, because it was awful. But I intentionally did absolutely nothing at that time, because I was curious. I was just curious how that would look, how that would feel. And yeah, it was gross, but it needed to happen, guys. It was character development. I had 2 shadows yesterday. I'm surprisingly still alive. Yes, you sent that to me on Discord. 2 shadows. Yeah. My microphone is God water. It's from my $20 headphones. I see. Every man goes to a hobo bearded era at some point, perhaps. It looks like a 90s themed video game. Oh dear. God water. Better than the holy water. Oh, we're in 144p now, that's terrible. We've got the crunch. The crunch is here. I wouldn't let the quality go below 480p. 480p is like the standard, I think. preferably HD. But I remember, like, over the years, as I got better devices, my standard has gotten higher to the point now where if it's not in 1080p or at least 720, I can be a bit put off. Anyway, Creeper. The headline is I'm back. But this stream is about all kinds of things. It's not confined to a singular definition within the periphery of your idea of definitions. No, this stream's been a whole bunch of things. It is a just chatting stream, but there will also be gameplay. There is a game that I want to play today for a number of reasons, and when I hit an hour on this, I'm going to start playing it, and I'm probably going to finish the stream around the 2-hour mark. Again, the only thing that's really changed is that I think Mr. Matt is going to be... I say Mr. Matt. You know, I'm just going to announce that. I'm just going to say this, because I've been thinking about it for ages, but at this point, I don't think anything's going to come out of it. I was thinking of changing the name of the channel. I've genuinely been thinking of what I could change the name of the channel to. Ethan, what did you do? I can still read the message. That's okay. Just to catch up with chat. Then there's me he's not into a hair salon in like a year and a half or something. So looking surprisingly good for it, Lucy, I will say. The stream's about what it's about. It's about nothing. This is nothing, the stream. In case you didn't notice, we've been doing nothing for 57 minutes and 38 seconds. This is just a waste of time. This is. That's what I should have titled this. Ethan accidentally deleted Cupcake's message. A year ago, I had my long hair cut to about my shoulders because I was trying to impress a guy that I liked online. And you guys could probably guess how that worked out. Skull emoji. Oh, I don't need to know about that. Really? Online as well? Like... what a mood. We're all spoiled brats, Lamel. I could play games at like 30 FPS before and I wouldn't mind now. Anything below 60 feels unplayable. This is such a genuine thing though, and it's a thing with all facets of life. Food, clothing, shelter. It's like, once you have a taste of comfort, and depending on your personality, perhaps even like, you know, like wealth, it's like, it's hard not to feel like you're losing something now when things get, you know, worse, subjectively or objectively, and it's like, you know, we have a desire for infinite growth and improvement and progress, which obviously isn't feasible. And I think there's a point where it goes from basic needs to greed, but there's somewhere in between where everyone should be at in terms of comfort and kind of their belongings. And it's like, yeah, you know, when you spend more time and you grow up and you learn what you like and don't like, and your taste, you know, in clothes and food, but also, you know, culture and media, it's like you learn what your standards are. And people have different standards for different things. Some people, like, I don't do a whole lot of cooking. Like, I probably do less than average. I am very lazy when it comes to food, because it's not that I got anything against cooking. I got C's for like food tech the last time I did it, which was so long ago. And like, I can prepare a few dishes with the right tools, but it's like, most of the time, if I can get the same amount of nutrition, or at least, you know, adequate nutrition, from food that I can get ready in like 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, then I'm always going to do that for the sake of convenience, so I can spend time on other things. Because that's just how I am. And it's like, you know, with clothing, for example, I don't know, I'm not like fussy or knowledgeable about clothing. Oh, we just hit an hour. Chat, we did it. We have done nothing for an entire hour. A whole hour of absolutely nothing, and we're still going. I'm gonna let it run a few extra minutes until I'm ready. I'm gonna end the game on my own terms, just to prove how disciplined and strong. A real test of discipline would actually do nothing, because I would last maybe 10 minutes. If I are actually sitting here doing nothing, like, I would not last long. I've kind of cheated, but Mr. Matthew, that'd be something. Mr. Matthew. But generally, I've thought about doing a rebrand. I think there's going to be a soft rebrand anyway. I mean, look, the swirls, the, you know, obsidian paneling, it's all gone. It's gone. It's never coming back. Kiss that all bye-bye. But it's never coming back. But, you know, that's going to extend to, like, the banner art and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if I would go as far as renaming the channel, because it's not too late. It wouldn't, like, depending on how and what I rename it to, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It wouldn't be super confusing, because I'm still going to be Go by Matt. That's my name. It's short, memorable, and I like it. But I just think the channel could have a better name. So it could happen. I'm not sure, but I might do a little something. I've been bouncing around some ideas. I might in a few hours be like, fuck it, I'm confident in this, and just do it. Like, I'm already thinking now, I could do it today. I don't know. I'm indecisive. I need to actually sit down and think about it, and I'll have time for that later. Yeah. No, honestly, Ethan, I do that all the time. Like, weird analogies with fiction. Like, sometimes in my life I think of, like, if I'm Doctor Who, like, which regeneration am I up to? Like, are we pre or post Time War? Like, are we in the kind of, like, Capaldi area? You know, because, yeah, it's like, you know, you've got the background lore, the kind of establishing stuff, and, like, it's been so long now, and this break, like, there's been a real break of nothing, of inactivity, and it's like, yeah, you could define it as, like the Clone Wars is over. It's like, we're in the Bad Batch, like, Galactic Empire era now. I'm in hiding, guys. Not because of my job and my degree. I want to be very careful, guys, because genuinely, like, looking at some of my older videos on my old channel, which I've been reacting to, and I will finish reacting to, like, I need to be better at, like, handling passages of information. Because, all jokes aside, there have been more than a few times where I've shown an address, not necessarily my current home address, but like an address or a phone number or like a full name or something that I really shouldn't have. And the only reason these things were hard to find until I deleted them all is because people would have to skim through hours of footage to find a specific thing. But, like, it was fully public in there. Anyone in the world could find, like, information that should have been private. And, like, with my degree, my job, my home, everything, like, I gotta be stricter with that. So I am gonna stop talking about it as much as I can, and I'm gonna anonymize things as much as I reasonably can. I don't mind talking about, like, real life stuff, but, like, there won't be any names. I'll do my best to just keep it all as hidden, because, you know, obviously I don't want to, like, you know, be fake. I want to be my real self, my real personality. But I do need to detach a public, online piece of content from the details of my personal life. I'm not, I don't think anyone would actually send me a pipe bomb in the mail or, post my address online and do something terrible or send threats or something crazy. Like, I'm not like a public figure or a celebrity with haters, but just as like a safety thing. Like, it's that's so important. So, keeping it on the down low, I've lost my place in chat because the whole stream just refreshed. What if Matt rebrands into Matthew Lillard? Like Scoob, I think we're live. Oh man. I've actually been talking for the past hour. Anyway, getting older in the right way just means becoming a more capable kind of weird. Like, what's the point of kind of fun in life? Sometimes no. I always say to people, what's the point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes? And that is a Doctor Who quote from the 70s, Tom Baker specifically. And it rings so true. There are certain things which are associated with being childish and certain things are associated with being grown up. But not all of them are good. Not all of them are rightly placed. I think, like, being a grown-up doesn't have to mean giving up on your dreams, devoting your existence to surviving the semi-dystopian capitalist society that we exist in, probably. It doesn't mean, never spending time on yourself or doing things for fun or doing things that don't necessarily, improve you as a person. I think it comes down to, like, attitude, mostly. I think being a grown-up is being able to balance everything to the best of your ability and to kind of be your best self, know your limits, but not compromise on your own kind of values and just to do the right thing. I know that sounds so cliche, but I mean, it really does go back to the basics. Actually, you've been breathing too for the last hour. Actually, no, I haven't, because I'm asthmatic, and I've stopped breathing a couple times. Not doing anything for an hour stops breathing, 100% real. I would die so fast. Excuse me. Stop actually me, guys. I did one of those tests where it's like a fast-paced video where it's like flick through of images and it's like pause the video to see which cat you get. It's like all these goofy cats, and the cat I got was a actually, and I was like, fuck off. Why is that me? I actually got one of those. It's terrible. That's entirely up for you to decide, my love. That's so sweet. I don't remember what that's in response to. I'm gonna be real. Oh, do you mean the name change of the channel? But yeah, we had the wooden boards back in the day, we had the metal for it, and then the obsidian, like the swells. Like, we had very many iterations of the swells. Massive kudos to Elite Robo all these years for providing such quality art, but I just feel like there's not a problem with the art. Like, I held on to that for a long time. It's just, we just needed a change. And I know minimalism is such a problem in today's culture, but genuinely, I think stripping it down, going back to basics, has really helped me clean up the look of the channel. Like, I feel like this is objectively better for most viewers. You might prefer the old one. You might think, oh, the old one was so optimized, it was so much better, and, you know, I wholly respect that. You'll get used to this one. It's not like the old one's gone away. There are many, many, many videos for that will stay there, but I'm done with it. From now on, it's going to be this, and it's going to stay like that for a while. It could always change again, but for now, at least another couple years, this is going to be the look of the channel. I think the one thing that's most likely to change is this image at the top. Am I pointing the right way? Yes, I think so. Because I might put stuff on top of there, or I might change it. The animated intro, that vortex, that's the silver one created by that YouTube channel that I forget the name of. It's like all the music and stuff as well. It's completely copyright free, no attribution needed, I've made sure. But they made another video of like a purple like lines, like fabric lines close up, and I've just taken a still image from that because the animated background's fun, but obviously when you're sitting here for a long time, you don't want the background to be moving on top of everything else moving on the screen, because that's jarring even if you have normal like sight. Matt, you give the Dave Tennant vibes. What an honour. I'm the Doctor. I'm 900 years old. I'm from the planet Gallifrey, the constellation of Castabris, the oncoming storm, the bringer of darkness, and you are basically just a rabbit, aren't you? Sorry, I've rewatched Day of the Doctor like 5 times this week because I was writing a review of it and I wanted to get it like so down to detail. And like, it's so iconic. I've been quoting it. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the thing though, like, Matt Smith vibes is a huge thing, especially if you watch my videos from when I was a teenager. All of you, if you haven't watched Doctor Who, please, my god, 2005 to 2017, an absolutely golden run of TV, not without flaw, but absolutely golden age of science fiction, television, and more. And the, people have always said that I'm most like the 11th Doctor, like huge Matt Smith vibes. I mean, even the name, right? But I remember when I was younger, my family was so deeply invested in Doctor Who, so like all over the first 4 series and the specials, that my older 2 brothers, they basically claimed the 10th Doctor and that whole era. And then when 11 came in and the head writer changed and then the show in a new direction, they all lost interest except for me and my sister, Tasha Brotato, you guys know. And we basically own the Moffat 11 and 12 era. And it's like, yeah, I think, like, I remember as a kid, obviously I would imitate, you know, a lot of my heroes, fictional heroes. But I think I inherited more mannerisms of the 11th Doctor, like, long term. Can you talk for more than a minute without flapping your hands about? Yes, no, maybe, you know, like, but they're both just a bunch of quirked up British boys at the end of the day. Absolutely iconic. But no, I take a lot of inspiration from those performances, genuinely, and all the people involved in creating the set and the costume and the music and the writing. Like, Doctor Who is such a rare phenomenon in that it's something that's impacted me in such a big way, in such a long-term way, like no other media has. Like, Minecraft and FNAF, they don't even come close. They're not even remotely close. Like, I still watch every episode of Doctor Who, even though I really shouldn't, because the show is long past its peak and is not doing well right now. But here I am with Peter Capaldi on my calendar, and I'm about to watch his second appearance, technically. The Doctor, to me, is kind of who I aspire to be, I think, deep down. Definitely, like, a hero figure I would aspire to be in life, in some way. Not just from a basic kind of moral perspective, but the way in which he evolves as an individual from those series arcs from 1 to 10. Just spectacular. And just so stylish as well. But there's more to it than just, the clothes and the running and the sonic screwdriver. It's like, Doctor Who is just an amazing show. Like, from a premise, there is so much you can do with it, and there's so many good stories and interesting character dynamics that you get with it. Excuse me. Oh, man. Daily reminder, UK does not exist in Into the Pit. What? The UK doesn't exist? What does that mean? I'm a child in a man's body and I'm proud. That's one way of putting it. Yeah. Also, going back to the whole anonymity thing, you're right, Creeper. Being safe on the internet nowadays... The internet started off as like a Wild West, but in the same way that the real West was tamed over the decades, we are going to see more and more regulation and safety features, and they're going to be slow and ineffective, and people aren't going to like them. But it's going to be the choice of a lesser of two evils, I think. Like, genuinely, following on from the whole internet thing I did, like, long term, the internet is going to be more and more controlled, unfortunately, probably by profiteering companies rather than governments. Is there even a difference with all the lobbying that goes on? Lobbying is just legalized corruption, basically. But, political debates aside, yeah, it's like, just for your personal well-being, and if you are a person with a large following and a big public image for safety, yeah. Like, I don't want to hide things from you. This has been a whole thing I've been grappling with, honestly, for years and years. Ever since I started on YouTube, ever since I started on the internet, for over a decade now, this is genuinely something I've grappled with. And for those of you, many of you who've been here since 2021 or earlier, like, you will have seen my attitude and understanding and nuance to this issue shift. Like, for a while I was like, yeah, put it all out there, and then I was like, I need to protect myself, but that's selfish. And I had a kind of problem with oversharing, but also I had a problem with being fake, and I've sort of finally figured out the nuance of what is appropriate and what isn't, and what is in everyone's interests. In the last couple of years, last couple of months. Yeah. I might change the name of the channel. I would still be Mr. Matt. People would still call me Matt. No one says, oh, Mr. Matt, this is Matt. Matt's my name. It's just Matt now. Darth Maul, just more. No longer a Darth. But yeah, something like that. I don't know. I could just call the channel Matt, couldn't I? That'd be funny if it was just Matt. Like, anyway, yeah. But yes, Ethan. I'm glad. That was very important for me, because the facecam literally used to cover up part of the video capture, which is so dumb. Like, anyone who does that is a rookie. Like, it's such a rookie mistake to cover up any of the capture with the camera. Like, you can make it work without. But yeah, I'm glad you like this, Lucy. It looks cleaner, less distracting, nicely functional. Because I was big on the swirls, but it was kind of just a bit much, a bit over-detailed. And again, like the QOTD and the charity shout-out, I've scrapped charity shout-outs completely. Like, that's going to change. That's something I haven't even talked about yet, I don't think, to anyone. And the QOTD is going to be formatted in a whole new way. I did not understand a single thing you just said, but I agree. Anyway, alright, Lucy. I'll see you around. Bulltrap does not approve of the British. Livy's back as one woman leaves, another joins. Love to see it. Maintaining a quota of feminism today. But yeah. Honestly though, Ethan, you are like my brother Joe. Like, you are both quite 10th Doctor style. Me, I'm totally 11. I'm chinny. Chinny? You've got a bit of a chin. Yeah. On the map, inside the school, there's no mention of the UK. Isn't it in the USA, though? Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Pumpkin soup! As yummy, my tummy likey. You know what? You've won the new pinned comment, Superstar. That's amazing. Pumpkin soup? Can I pin this, please? My phone is just deadass not responding. Deadass. Sorry, hold on. Is the stream buffering again? Uh-oh. Chat stopped loading for me. Guys, it's also been an hour, 16 minutes. Okay, my phone is shitting itself. I'm gonna have to end the nothing here. I'm gonna have to end it here. What's in the fridge, Wayne? I don't know what you're referencing, Duncan. That sounds funny. But yeah. Yeah. Ethan, that's kind of a fun thing. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how long I cut out for, guys, but that's a fun idea. Like, removal trace of stuff on your channel, but leave it anywhere it's not. The thing is, that's kind of what I've done, because unfortunately, I don't have control over a lot of the things where older stuff is present. Like, I'm not going to name names, but obviously I've collaborated with some YouTubers who have videos from long ago of stuff that I'm in or connected to that I would probably not want to be publicly findable now. But I have no control over that. I don't have the right to I mean, maybe I do. It's my own image. But there's nothing specifically that I want taken down and that I would ask to be taken down. But I just know there's probably on someone else's channel a couple of things. I am ending it here. You did something, you lost. You did nothing for 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 49 seconds. I don't know if I got the screenshot there. But that was nothing. I'm going to play an actual game now, but not before I refill my hydration and get something to eat. Because I need a snack. I'm getting hungry. I should probably have dinner soon. Do I have anything planned this evening? I don't know. I need 5 minutes, guys. So I'll be right back. This is just an excuse for me to test out the break screen. Alright, check it out. I'll be back in just a moment. I had to time that on the beat. I had to time that. That was good. I may or may not need to be somewhere at 6 o'clock in 16 minutes. But I also... I don't know if I need to be there at 6. It's not like a class, it's like a social, so like I could turn up late, so... I forgot there was a thing. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's do what I was gonna do, because I was gonna stay here until like... Now that it's quarters, I did say 2 hours, we should finish at 6. Look, let's just see how this goes, alright? Because there's something else we're here to do, alright? It's about time. Like, what? UCN 3 will feature men kissing. What the hell did I miss? What the hell did I miss? Is there a random static sound? Also, Mac, I'm glad you liked the break screen. It was at the start of the stream as well, in the welcome screen, and it will be at the end, as you probably guessed. Legendary Makes, hello. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like it, because I was worried you guys wouldn't be a fan of it, but I thought I need free animated stock footage, and I had a rough vision. I wanted like a vortex type thing, and yeah, the music just pairs with it so nicely. Anyways, yeah, alright. There's one more thing I wanted to do, and that is the Slendering. I don't know why there are many screenshots here, but there is a game that I've been trying to beat for almost 6 years. I first played this in 2019 for Halloween as part of the live scream, which was a pun that my brother came up with. This is very early on, so you know it was quite a novelty. Oh, live stream is a horror game. And this game specifically, because it's essentially the granddaddy of indie horror. Before we had, you know, Baldi's Basics or Hello Neighbor or Bendy and the Machine, before we had Five Nights at Freddy's, this was the thing. Everything that FNAF is, does, and has been, this did first, just to less success. And as I'm sure we're all familiar with right now, it's a simple game, a very unfair rough around the edges demo of a greater game, which we have also played, because in previous years we've done the live streams, we've had our fun. Live stream 5, notably we played The Arrival, but this year I want to finish it. I want to bring this to an end, and I want to defeat Slender Man at his own game finally. We got 7 pages last time. We got 7 pages out of 8. So I'm gonna see if I can win this. I'm getting messages. Hold on, guys. This is a completely unrelated thing I can do in like 2 seconds. Give me a second. Right, sorry about that. Back to it. Hopefully the capture's working. Yeah, the only exposure to any Slender content I've had is through Oblitus Casa. Wait, what? Isn't that a FNAF game? Oh, right, because it has the page thing. Yeah, it's pretty similar. Right, let's get started. I'm trying to remember the optimal route. You want to finish at the tree, and I know it's... I thought that was a man. Even though it's right there, it's actually better to go this way. You sort of beeline this way, off the path. You go straight to, I think, the silo, and then second is the building. It's been a long time. I do remember how to play this, but it's been a little while. So forgive me if my play is off. So yeah, live stream. This is not live stream 6. This is just me playing Slender the 8 pages in another stream as practice. Sorry, no, this is really bad, but I'm getting messages. Can I pause this? I was gonna say, yeah, you can pause it. The black and white filter is not a thing in the game. That was a gimmick from a previous year that I did in OBS. I did it in OBS. Yeah. I mean, 2010 was a long time of use. Some of you were like 5 years old in 2010, so it wouldn't surprise me if you hadn't heard of it. Sorry, hold on. There's a thing. I gotta do a thing. This is awkward. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. What? No. Hold on. Sorry, no, this is really bad. I'm going to figure this out in future streams. It's just awkward timing. Did that work? No. How do I... Oh boy. Sorry, I have to do this now. But tell me more, guys. Tell me about your experience with Slender, because I've known about it since 2014. It was kind of after it got popular, but I remember how it was, you know, as like a staple of internet culture. Can I move? Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, there we go, all done. Right, sorry about that. Come on. Man, YouTube Mobile's so shit. You tab out of it for like 10 seconds and it just refreshes completely. Right, I'm only going to be here for like 30 more minutes. Let's get on with this. Let's get on with this now. Been sitting here. I'm surprised Slender hasn't just like spawned yet already. Because I'm pretty sure if you just sit around long enough doing nothing, it'll just spawn in. He doesn't care. Okay, we've missed the silo, but that's fine. I think I needed to go like right, but it's very important to take care of this as early as possible, because if you don't, you're in trouble. This is like the worst place to get stuck. But yeah. I need to not sprint and not use my light, because those are both finite resources that become harder to deal with later in the game. But yeah, this is by far the most iconic and well-known depiction of Slenderman, who is itself more of a blank slate for storytelling than an actual character. Like, it's more of a concept, and Marble Hornets sort of took it and ran with it in a much more defined way. Eventually, I never finished it, but I do remember Marble Hornets. But it's weird because The Arrival was supposed to be the magnum opus that this game was just a teaser for, and it ended up failing. Oh shit, he's here. Okay. Luckily, it's not scary at all. If there's no page here, oh, there it is. But yeah, we gotta get moving. I might sprint out of here just to be sure. Oh, we're lagging. I shouldn't be sprinting this early, but I do not want to get caught by him here. Okay. But that's crazy to think about, because I was... Oh, where is he? Hello? He's somewhere over there. In 2010, I was 8 or 9 years old. I remember it vividly. It's so weird to me that some of you were like infants back then. Okay. I remember... It's coming back to me now, because I took this more seriously last year. This year, I'm actually gonna... Oh my god, he's right there. You see his foot? You see his little tootsie there? His little toe? Okay, he just vanished. He's behind me, isn't he? Guys? He's right behind me, isn't he? Okay, that's actually kind of freaky. Like, I saw him teleport. Ah, there's a page. Okay. He's somewhere around here. Right, now might be the time to start running. Now might be a good... Nope. We're done with that. No more quotes. It's too much. But yeah. But it is weird. Like, The Arrival is arguably the best Slender game, is a thing. I remember watching a video essay by Sonosara, which is sadly not available anymore. I don't know if anyone saved it on the Wayback Machine. But it was essentially a breakdown of how The Arrival was unfairly hated because of Slender being completely oversaturated by crap fan games. It's uncannily similar to FNAF. And how, even though FNAF 4 is probably, critically speaking, the best FNAF game, it was one of the worst received, because at the time people were so fatigued with FNAF. Here we go. And now we definitely need to start running, but I don't know where he is yet, so I'm just going to take it easy, because the rocks here, the rocks are always awkward. I don't like the rocks. I'm kind of hoping there isn't a page there. It's 10 locations, 8 pages. Where? I don't see him. Where is bro? I'm just going in circles. But yeah, the thing is, The Arrival has really mediocre gameplay. Like, even like this is great as like a mini game. Where is he? I do not see him. Is he there? Oh, there you are. Okay, run away. Run away. He's logged onto me. We are on 4 pages, so that's... Oh shit, this is bad. I've definitely lost. I have definitely lost. Because you have to have a very tight strategy, and RNG is a factor. Oh, that actually got me a little bit. That got me. I was fully anticipating it. I was anticipating a worse scare, but that got me. Okay. Alright. Where am I? This is the problem. I've gotten all turned around. I need to relearn and re-practice just everything, the whole map. Like, I need to relearn it. So I'm not going to win this. This is just practice. Even if I was about to win, I would lose on purpose, because I'm saving that for not necessarily Halloween, because I might be busy on the day, but as close to the day as possible. It might be like the weekend before. It might be like the last Saturday of the month, but oh my gosh, I'm back here. That's crazy. Look at him with his giblets. But yeah, The Arrival's overhated, sadly, because it's actually quite polished, but I think especially with the update that it got last year with the whole like remaster, it would be a better movie. They should have just made an animated movie, because all of the production values are there. But the actual gameplay is mediocre as shit. Aside from the remake of the actual 8 pages sequence, there's only like one other part of the game that is mechanically interesting and or challenging. Aside from that, it's just rubbish. I forget how Slender works. He's kind of like the Bracken. You have to look at him, but not too much, but like not too little. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Why you want to use the trees and block lines of sight. I think this is a game over. I don't see a page. That's a silo. Oh my god, dude. It's over. There's no way. I literally can't see where I'm going. I think this is a GG. Have I made distance? Okay, not really. But that's the thing, like once you get to 5 pages, it can become unwinnable. I love that sound effect. It's such a classic comedy sound effect. Never mind like horror sound effect. Like genuinely, that's such a comedy sound. And I'm out of breath. Well, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh dear, okay. Oh my gosh, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't he? Okay, well now we know where he is, I think. But yeah, but the thing is, I've never really tried hard with this game. And when I did, I came close to winning. Like, it's a tough nut to crack, and not really for the right reasons. But it's definitely doable. I believe, like, this year, this is going to be the year. I'm finally going to end live stream, because I never had an intention of actually beating the game originally. Like, I just doing it for fun. And I did it again, and I thought, I should push myself to actually beat this. Do you know what? Take me. I'm done. I've had enough. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. But yeah, it's you know, 4 out of 8. I was barely trying, guys. I was like on autopilot there, and we just got 4 out of 8 pages. I've also gotten better at this game over the years. But yeah, the Arrival sequel / expansion. Is there still more stuff coming up? I'm not interested, to be honest. I'll probably play it, but But yeah, that's understandable, Duncan. I respect you being responsible, because most people aren't. Big tall white dude hunts down British Chad dude. Oh, thank you. Oh boy. Oh man, sorry. The Arrival did not understand what made this game good. It really didn't, is the thing. It really didn't. The vibes weren't there. This game was kind of uncanny, in like a retro way. I mean, the character model's rubbish, but aside from that, I feel immersed. Yeah. Duncan, the thing with the minions that you're talking about is literally the Arrival, which is like written by the original creator of Slender Man, I'm pretty sure. Or at least the same people as 8 pages. But yeah, I don't know. Slenderman lore's weird. I never really got into it. I never really understood it. There's a lot of different conflicting kind of ideas and stories. But yeah, but I don't know. Like, the Arrival's just boring. Like, once you've played it once, it's just boring. Yeah. What was it? Amnesia the Dark Descent. Dark Descent is good. I haven't played it, but I've seen a bit. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of The Bunker, but Amnesia generally is good. Dark Descent's a classic. There were like a couple in between that were very hit and miss from what I've heard, but I don't know. Anyways, let's throw a few more attempts at this. Let's do it. But I'm gonna try and take some more. Also, I'm gonna turn my volume up. It's really quiet for me. Like, I don't know how it sounds for you guys. Again, I'm using desktop audio, but we could do application audio if I just select the Slend. It's Slending time. Again, I've got it turned not high, not too high, not too low. But yeah, here you go. Also, yes, The Edge of Sleep. I've heard of The Edge of Sleep, and it didn't interest me because I thought it was just like a podcast to fall asleep to or something. But I heard about the premise. Now it sounds, I'm like, what? I've been sleeping on The Edge of Sleep. I'm definitely have to check that out when I've got time. I don't need to run. I literally sat around for ages last time, and he didn't even spawn in, so I know how much time I've got. I don't know if it's exactly the same, or if it's randomized. But what I can do right now is take the time to explore the building. It's probably not worth looking around, finding what pages are, and then collecting them. It's probably better to just collect them. Because with the right strategy, you can consistently go to all 10 locations and win, but yeah, we need time. But yeah, it's like it had no marketing at all. It's really strange. I don't get it. It's not made by Markiplier. That is important to know. He stars in it. It's not entirely him. Did I just accidentally remove someone's comment? I am so sorry. What did I just delete? I accidentally just deleted a comment. I'm so sorry. I can't undelete that. I'm really sorry. I was just trying to scroll down. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Rain Man. But yeah, good point, Super Soul. Good points all around. I really shouldn't need to turn my head this much to read chat. I should have it, like, closer in my peripheral. Alright, you know what? There's the page. I'm just going to move this. I'm going to swap it with my mic. I'm going to put my mic... I don't know. Guys, can you still clearly hear me if my mic's over there? Because that's further away. Like, hopefully that still sounds good. I've also got my hydration here that I haven't touched. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Marketeers. Markipliers. And the good thing is I can skip checking all that because I know I don't need to go there now. Top 10 on Prime. He'll give him opportunities for Iron Lung, whatever that means. I think I know exactly what that means. Oh, there's Amazon's doing maliciously? Nah. It's always ignorance, not maliciousness. It's cock up over conspiracy every time. But yeah, oh man, Iron Lung. I'd forgotten all about that. There's an Iron Lung movie in the works, guys. And it's being made by Mark Edward Fischbach. It's... when is it coming out? It's been so long. Like, it's during production for ages. I'm so curious to see A, how they adapt it, and B, what, if anything, they change. Because one of the trailers showed, you know, the main character played by Mark, I don't know what the name is, like in the jaws of the beast from the end, I think. Or in the ocean, I don't know, it's weird. It might not be a literal thing, but it's like, if they've changed the ending, or if we see what happens a bit further on from the ending, that'd be really exciting. It might just be like a symbolic thing, but I don't know. Either way, like, I'd love to see how it plays out. I don't remember where the things are. I need to relearn the map. Because the scale of it in my head is also not quite right. Yeah. Oh, there it is. If it has a multipliers that I'm watching. Is this still nothing? Nothing with an asterisk. Yeah. Nothing's over. Oh my gosh, he's fast. Could you stop busting, sir? I need you to stop being a buster right now. Where the fuck am I? Oh no, this is the right path at the start. Oh, this is stupid. This might be like an early GG if I'm continually this stupid. The trick is to do this. Because he can't attack you, but you're still preventing him from moving. Or so I thought. Okay. I don't know where he is. I guess we're doing the tree. 1 hour each, roughly. But yeah. Okay. Got more notifications. I really should have put it on Do Not Disturb. But I can't pause everything for this. Okay, no page. I've majorly messed this up. Like, I'm going backwards. Like, that's where you're supposed to get the final page. I don't even know if you've won as soon as you get page number 8, or if you then also have to make it to the exit. Like, I actually don't think I remember how that works. The only time I've seen this beaten was Markiplier's old video, and, like, I do not remember it. We do a bit of popular horror game 2 here. Popular horror game that's not scary and has looping ambience strategy. Is there really no page? No pages? Oh, there we go. Alright. The trick is to do short bursts of sprint and flashline. Oh, there we go. He's somewhere over there. Alright, I'm just gonna make this work and improvise, I guess. Ah, there you are. Do you remember the old thumbnails I do with like found footage style shots like that? With the dude being there menacingly. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail this year. Do you know what? I've changed how I do my thumbnails now. I'm using new software for it, or like software that I didn't used to, because the Photos app on Windows is worse than it used to be. Okay, mate, message received. It's worse than it used to be, and I keep having to, like, what's the opposite of update? like de-update it to an older version to get the features I want. But that's not going to last forever, and I don't know. It's not actually the piecing it together. I still do that in PowerPoint, and it works. But it's the filters and the kind of like, you know, adjustments. So I've got a new thing for that. Because like all these Photoshop apps are so expensive, but there's like a free website, and it's like, huh. And I know it works pretty well because I've seen it used for loads of other things at my uni. So I mean, I've already used it for uni stuff as well. I feel like this is where the trees are, because there's the two vehicles. Aren't the trees like the Herobrine? Ah, no, the tunnel's here. Okay. Yeah, do you remember when they were going to remove MS Paint from Microsoft Windows and they only kept it in out of popular demand? It's kind of incredible how consistently shitty corporations are at making decisions. Like, they just do not understand people at all. It's crazy. They have all these big, expensive departments and budgets for researching what people like when you could just use your brain or ask. Like, it's so overdone. I'm a little bit on edge. Like, this actually is still scary all these years later, just a bit. It's not that scary, but it's like the sound gets you. It makes you jump. That's crazy. Bro was right there. I could have escaped that if I'd been quick, but I didn't even bother. 4 out of 8 again. Let's see if we can push to 5. But yeah, the removal of paint will cause the heat death of the universe. Yeah, I think this game. Yeah, you're not seeing the RNG. The RNG bullshit only really starts from page 5. It's later on. At the moment, it's fair, but he starts teleporting and moving at such a speed that it can just sometimes be an unwinnable situation at the end. I accepted my fate, but I'm gonna try and beat this time. I think I'm gonna make this the last attempt because I think I need to go. And there will be plenty of time to come back and do this. My work hours are reduced at the moment. I only have 1 class a week, if you would believe it. For now, that's only for this term. But again, very independent study. I would love to tell you guys all about it, but I can't really. It does. The last page location is crucial. But yeah, I wanted to do the stream, say, hey, welcome back, I'm back. There will be more soon. I don't know when. I want to say Friday, probably, will be my next stream. I think the way it's going to work now, with my whole lifestyle at university, and with all the different things going on, because there's loads. I'm one of those people that gets involved with loads of extracurricular stuff, and right now I have the privilege of time. I have more privilege and time than ever to actually commit to some things and make time for extracurricular stuff. Like, I did a decent amount in previous years, but this year I'm doing the most I'm ever going to do, because this is the only year where I'm genuinely going to have an opportunity to do that. It adds more stuff to my CV, it adds more stuff to my experience, it's fun. But I think any night, any evening where I don't have anything planned, I can very easily just pop on a live stream. Like, I can just do that. Like, it's like I was saying earlier, it's so easy and so convenient at this point. Any evening that I don't have anything else scheduled for, I can just do a live stream, which would probably at least once or twice a week, most weeks. So it won't be consistent or regular, probably. I should be. I forgot to go to the building in the middle. This is a practice run. If there's a page there, I'll just settle for 7 out of 8. But I just remembered that I didn't go there. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, we made it to the rocks, this is awful. This is like one of the worst places to get stuck. Like, I've gotten stuck here before. You want to get that one out of the way early. I could try on 2 pages. I'd rather not. Ooh. Ooh, we have a signal. He's somewhere over there. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I've got like, because DJ asked earlier about what else I had planned for Halloween, and I never answered it. I don't have like a slew of streams planned like I have in previous years. At the moment, I think it's just live stream, but there definitely needs to be at least one charity event or some kind of multiplayer like session. Like I definitely want to do one of those with some horror games. I could do like a 3 random games type thing, like another Halloween special, but I've done that before, so I might try something a bit more unique this year. I need to think about it. I have something planned, I think, but I cannot remember what it is, and even if I did, I'm not sure I'd tell you. But I think basically I have a select number of streams planned for this month, at least 6 over the course of the next 3 weeks, which is not a lot. There'll probably be more than that. But I think basically all of them are kind of like indie horror themed, like it's specifically stuff like this. Again, old favorites might return, new games might appear. You'll have to watch and see. Yeah. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way back there. We're fine. But yeah, I cannot remember right now off the top of my head. But you'll see as it happens. I'll tell you what I probably can promise. I don't think this is a huge spoiler. Only a few of you are going to know this, but as a little cheeky heads up of what's to come, there are 2 games, 2 of my absolute favourite games, that have both received updates that I haven't covered yet. One of them is a single-player roguelike, kind of, that's how it's described, and one of them is a janky retro multiplayer. You already know what I'm talking about. It's Baldi's Basics and Lethal Company. They've both had updates that I haven't played yet, so I need to cover those at some point. Holy shit. Oh my god, that actually got me. What the hell? Whew. That's mad. Get out of here. Okay, that didn't get me at all. But now I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Because this is towards the tree. I don't want to go there yet. Oh no, it isn't. I think this is the right way. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost. Okay. Blimey. Is that a page? I can't tell because it's so fuzzy. I hope I didn't just miss a page. Whew. I don't even see him. But yeah, he's pulling out the old jump scare. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get out of here. Oh. I'm not at my peak form right now, I will admit. Also, we have a speed boost from adrenaline. I was moving faster just then. Do we have a page? No? Maybe? I'm gonna have to turn around. He's gonna be there. Oh. Oh, come on. Yoink. Okay. This is where it gets freaky. Not in that way. Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh no. Oh fuck. I'm at the fence. This is just like that Doctor Who scene in Hyde. I am the Doctor, and I am afraid. Oh man, that episode was so good. That was so cool. I'm actually, yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm actually fucked. This is over. Okay, we're back at the tree. Let's see if we can at least get 6 pages. Anything? Come on. Yes. Fuck you. I don't know if he like slowly slides along while you're looking at him, or if he's just completely static. I've never been able to tell. I can't see. Where's his bald face? Where's his Agent 47 looking face? Oh my gosh. I think this might be it, guys. Nah, that was it. That was basically... See, the problem is I lost where I was. The trick really is to know the map, to know where everything is, and to kind of, to just, like, not get disoriented. Like, you have to know where you're going. As long as you stick to the route and you know where you're going, like, this is totally doable. But yeah, just to answer the questions in chat, I'm gonna quit the game for now. This has been lovely. But just to answer the questions in chat, since you have a couple. Gosh, my voice is going. I'm not used to this. Like, normally my voice doesn't wear out this quick, but I'm not used to talking like this for an extended period. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm retiring charity shoutouts. I should probably put this in the community tab post or something, but basically, the thing about the fact that in every single live stream, I have a link to a charity, and that's all good. Like, all good for supporting charitable causes and, like, you know, promoting, like, you know, good things in the world. But, like, how much does that actually do for anyone? And I mean, maybe you don't have this perspective, but for me, it's like I've cycled through the same list of charities, same like 30 charities over and over and over and over, like dozens of times at this point. I'm going to quit before the music starts screaming because it's really annoying. And it's like, there's not much point. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just kind of, you know, sometimes it's just posturing. Because with charity shoutouts, like, I just thought, well, why not just make every stream a charity stream? But it's just awareness of causes. And when you do the same thing over and over after a while, to the same people, and oftentimes the charity in question is just so completely disconnected and unrelated from everything else, and it feels really forced to kind of include. I don't know, I've just been beginning to think for a while, I've got to change this. And I've ultimately come to the conclusion that, actually, let's just scrap them. Because what I can do instead, which would be much more effective and much less, I don't know, forced, just more natural, is to kind of bring up charities when they're relevant. If there's a game that's kind of linked to a topic, I might just include it as an additional link in the description. But also, I think it would make for better quality over quantity in regards to like charity events. So instead of just constantly shouting out the same causes over and over, it's like charity events are more special, and there's more like a value in those because they are like actually an event, and maybe it'll encourage me to do them more often. It's just, I feel like at this point they're just kind of redundant and repetitive. As for questions of the day, I am going to be keeping those. They are going to stick around, but they're not going to be on screen. I think they're going to be the pinned message in chat from now on. This is something that I've been toying with for a while, because there's other things I like to pin in chat. Again, I could just put the QOTD in the description as well. That might make more sense, actually. But yeah, the format's going to change, but QOTDs are going to stick around. Yeah, I gotta say, Duncan, I really agree with that. 8 pages of space for not trying too hard to complicate things. It's just simple premise, good tension, good gameplay. It's like, this is a horror game. That's what an indie horror game should really be. Nice and simple and really effective and memorable. DJ, it's funny that you ask if I've watched anything else interesting lately, because I discovered one of my new favourite TV shows through YouTube Shorts, of all things. And I've only seen one episode, so maybe this is completely off base and the rest of it's crap. But there's a show called Love, Death and Robots, which I'd never heard of until like a couple days ago. And I sort of thought, this looks really interesting. So I checked out the first episode, and it's yeah, I mean, I've only seen one episode, but like, it looks cool, stylish. It's like Black Mirror, but animated. And they have like different artists for different episodes. It's really stylish. And the robot characters are really fun. Roguelite. Yes, sorry. Not roguelike, roguelite. Because no, it says roguelite on the game's description. Like that specific word, not roguelike. Roguelite has been used by the developer to describe it. Or maybe both. But I think it is roguelite. Because genres, you know, the kind of barriers between them blur, you know, there's kind of I don't know. what do you call it? I've already forgotten the word. I don't know. It's like there's strict kind of genre requirements, but there's kind of soft ones as well. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping there isn't anything story, and especially not lore-wise, with Baldi's. Like, I'm perfectly happy with the game as it is. Although, I think to add some more meaning to kind of beating the game, there needs to be something more like Classic Remastered, where there are, like, secrets and, like, a true ending and, like, alternate routes and stuff. I definitely don't want it to go with the meta route like it already did, because people will take it seriously and compare it to like FNAF and Poppy Playtime and stuff. And it's like, no, the whole point is that it's subverting that and poking fun at that. I feel like, I don't know, the alternative is to go way back to the original Baldi's Basics and that kind of like introduction message and just use that as a template for a story, but I don't know how much you could get out with that. Like, I think Noel belongs in Classic Remastered only, and that Plush should just go in a new direction with the story. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm tired. I did not think I'd be this tired. Like, I don't have the stamina for this anymore. I'm old. I'm in my old person arc now. It's like... Back in my day, I could stream for 6 hours without breaking a sweat. And here I am now, 2 hours in. Vapor and Terror Rift. I don't know those games, no. Like, I don't know. Roguelite, who cares? I don't know. Yeah. Amazing Digital Circus. I've heard of this. I didn't realise it was a Netflix show. I thought it was like a YouTube thing, because I always throw it like on shorts and stuff. Like, I can't believe that's a Netflix show, but yeah, that's pretty popular. I've heard good things about it. Never checked it out, but yeah. Yeah, I need to get something to eat. I think that's why I'm tired. So, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. As they say. It's a YouTube show, but it got added to Netflix. Oh, I see. Huge for indie animation. Oh, okay. That'd be like... Imagine if, fuck, what's it called? You know Has Been Hotel? Lucy loves that one. You're being kidnapped. Okay. Imagine if Has Been Hotel got added to, like, Netflix or something. Isn't it on something other than YouTube? Because there was... I forget, there's the pilot, and then there's, like, the actual show. I forget. Dude, I need to go. I'm tired. I'm talking rubbish. I can't remember, because I don't remember much, but the... I watched the pilot when it came out years ago, and then Lucy showed me the rest of the show recently. It's not a kids show. Yeah, that was it. It's on Amazon Prime. I knew it was one of them. I forget that Amazon has a streaming service. Yeah. Really? Okay. Alright, guys, listen, I gotta end the stream. But, more to come. This is basically just me getting back into it. New setup. I will probably post community tab announcements of some form sooner or later. So, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. And stay hydrated. Oh, and yeah, enjoy the new thing. Stay hydrated.